Ms. Davis asked me if I would read a poem for National Poetry Month. So I said yes. And I chose a Shel Silverstein poem because they're not allowed in my forensics class. And this poem is one of my favorite Shel Silverstein poems. It's also one of my favorite country songs. And it's called The Boy Named Sue. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to mom and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run ahead, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and he got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy laughed and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. I roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But it made me a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man and give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town. My throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing stud, sat the dirty mangy dog named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from the worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him, my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you gonna die?" Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes. He went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed to the wall and into the street, kicking and I gouged it in the bud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell you, I fought tougher, man, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun and I pulled mine first, and he stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and a man's gonna make it. He's gotta be tough. I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped to make you strong." He said that you just fought one hell of a fight. I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now. I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts, spit in the eye, 'cause I'm the dirty dog named you Sue. What could I do? What could I do? Got all choked up. I threw down my gun. I called him my pa, and he called me his son. I had to come away with a different point of view. But I think about it now and then, every time I try, every time I win. If I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name